Annyeong Buzz, welcome back to your ultimate K-pop catch-up corner where we don't just report the news. We unpack it, obsess over it, and fangirl together. And today, we're diving into some seriously iconic chart history because BLACKPINK's Rosé just did that again. So let's talk numbers, but not in a boring way, okay? On June 3rd, Billboard confirmed that Rosé and Bruno Mars's hit song APT has now spent 32 consecutive weeks on the Billboard Hot 100. Yes, you heard that right, 32 weeks. That officially ties it with BTS's Dynamite for the second longest charting K-pop song in Hot 100 history. Like, what? And here's the thing, this song is still climbing. It didn't just hang on at the bottom of the chart, it actually moved up to number 22 this week. That's not just longevity, that's momentum. For a K-pop artist, especially a female soloist, to hold this kind of position in one of the most competitive charts in the world, that's massive. But wait, let's take a pause. Can we just appreciate how smart this collaboration is? Rosé x Bruno Mars was not something I saw coming, but wow, did it work. The blend of their voices, the vibe of the track, it's like silk and smoke. And it's not just a hit in name, it's a hit everywhere. On Billboard's Global 200 and Global Exclam US charts, APT is sitting pretty at number 3. Still, after over 7 months. Honestly, this isn't just a hit song, it's a moment. It's one of those rare K-pop crossovers that feels organic, not manufactured. Rosé didn't just get a feature with a big Western artist. She met him at his level and matched him step for step. Now I'm gonna ask you, when you first heard APT, did you expect it to have this kind of staying power? Be honest. I remember thinking, okay, this is catchy, this is smooth, but I didn't expect it to go toe-to-toe with Dynamite on the charts. That's BTS level iconic. So let's drop the question in the comments. Did APT grow on you over time? Or were you hooked from the first listen? And here's another plot twist that's easy to miss in the excitement. Rosé's solo album, Rosie, is also making history. It's now spent 25 weeks on the Billboard 200, which makes it the first album by a female K-pop soloist to do that, ever. I mean, can we get some respect on Rosé's name? This whole time, there's been this low-key narrative in the K-pop world that female soloists can't chart like the guys, or that Western audiences don't connect with their releases in the same way. And yet, Rosé's out here proving all of that wrong. Quietly, consistently, elegantly, and I feel like Rosé doesn't even try to chase the charts. That's what makes this even cooler. Like, she's not trying to make TikTok bangers or overly commercial tracks. She's telling stories, putting out music that actually reflects her, and it's still charting worldwide. That's rare. Oh, and let's not skip over this. Messy, her track from the F1 The Movie soundtrack, that's now on 2 Billboard global charts. It's number 187 on the Global XCL, US chart, and number 198 on the Global 200. I mean, come on. That's a soundtrack placement and it's still doing numbers? It's becoming very clear. Rosé is not just the main vocalist of BLACKPINK anymore. She's building a serious legacy as a solo artist. And not just in Korea, not just in Asia. Globally. That's a big deal. Because it means when people hear K-pop soloist on the radio or Spotify, it might not just be Jimin or Jungkook anymore, it could be Rosé. And that's a shift I'm here for. But let's talk strategy because I have questions and I know you do too. What do you think is driving APT's success? Is it Bruno's star power, Rosé's unique voice, the song's emotional vibe, or is it something else entirely? I want to hear your theories in the comments because there's definitely a magic formula here. And I honestly don't think the industry fully understands it yet. Also, can we just appreciate how well Rosé is balancing everything? She's promoting music, making chart history, starring on soundtracks, and still being an active member of BLACKPINK. That's not easy. Being a K-pop idol is already exhausting, but to build a solo career with this level of international credibility, that takes insane focus and vision. And speaking of vision, let's talk about Rosé's branding. She's been really intentional with her image lately, right? The visuals for Rosie are soft, mature, a little melancholic, and very her. Then you contrast that with APT, which is groovier, slick, and low-key addictive. She's showing range without losing her identity. That's something I think a lot of soloists struggle with, finding your own sound outside of the group and still making it feel authentic. Now, not to stir the pot, But is it time to start calling Rosé the most successful female K-pop soloist internationally? I mean, let's be honest. She's not just breaking records, she's setting new expectations. Before, it was like, oh wow, a female soloist debuted on Billboard. Now we're saying, wait, she's holding steady for 32 weeks. That's historic. But I want to know what you think. Does Rosé deserve that title right now? Or do you think someone like IU or even Lisa still holds that crown? Let's get the debate going. Respectfully, of course, in the comments. I love hearing your takes. And let's not overlook how smart the release timing has been. APT didn't just come out with a bang and disappear. It's been managed like a slow-burning candle. Consistent radio play, streaming boosts, and now, soundtrack placements like Messy. It shows how well her team understands longevity in the Western market. And I think this is something other K-pop agencies should study. Honestly, sometimes K-pop promotions feel like a sprint. Teasers, comebacks, 1 week of music shows, and boom, next group. But what Rosé's team is doing feels like a marathon. They're playing the long game. And that's exactly how you make an artist last beyond trends. Also, let's touch on the Billboard Radio Songs chart for a second. APT is currently number 23. That means it's getting consistent spins on mainstream US radio, not just K-pop stations, not niche shows, actual mainstream radio rotation. That's a huge sign that she's resonating beyond the fandom bubble. Now for those of you who are longtime Blinks, this is probably emotional. Watching Rosé go from those acoustic Instagram covers to literally tying BTS's Dynamite on the Hot 100? That's wild. She's come such a long way, and I feel like this is just the beginning of her second chapter. So here's a fun question. What do you want her next move to be? Another collab? A full-length solo album? Maybe even a surprise tour? Personally, I'd love to see her go a little edgier next time. Imagine Rosé with a rock-pop concept, something raw and gritty that plays into her vocals. Ugh, it would eat. And while we're manifesting, can we get Rosé on Tiny Desk? Or maybe a Colors performance? Something live, stripped down, just her voice and a guitar? That would shut down the internet. I know I'd have it on loop for days. And before we wrap this up, I just want to say, this moment matters. Not just for Rosé, but for all female K-pop soloists. For too long, the international narrative has been focused on boy groups and male soloists dominating the Western charts. But Rosé is proving that female idols can absolutely play in that league and win. So let's keep showing up for her. Stream APT, share Rosie, support Messy. Because the more we support these artists making history, the more space we create for others to follow. And who knows? Maybe the next big K-pop chart record will be broken by another woman, thanks to the path Rosé is paving right now. Alright, Buzz fam, I want to hear from you. What do you think made APT so globally successful? Is Rosé officially the top female K-pop soloist? And what do you want from her next? Let's get the conversation going in the comments. Your hot takes, your wish lists, your emotional breakdowns. I want to see it all. If you loved this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss another deep dive like this. This has been Annyeong Buzz, and until next time, keep streaming, keep dreaming, and keep buzzing.